Hi, Eric. Thank you again for accepting the invitation to participate in Pavilhão 3 for our viewers back home. Can you share with us how you become managing director for IHG and what are exactly your responsibilities over the hotels in the Southern Europe, including Portugal?
So hello, Diana, and first of all, thank you for the invite. I think it's always a great opportunity to speak about our industry, our company. So how did I become a managing director? I would say a lot of work, a lot of passion, meeting great leaders that helped me to grow in my career.
Yeah.
And and I think again, right, a lot of passion behind this. I've been working in different sectors such as commercial, revenue management, operation. I was a general manager myself, and I've been working 6 years in Portugal where I grew my career. So yeah, a lot of passion, a lot of work, and the love for the industry we are in. A managing director is an empowered vice president of operation in charge of end-to-end performance in the countries or the division, which is from signing new hotels, growing the company, delivering great performance, but also keeping the relationship with our hotels, our owners, and being the voice of IHG within these markets. So yes, you're right. Southern Europe is around 15 countries operating all the brands, including in Portugal. So that's around 200 hotels. In Portugal, we have 17 hotels, and then we have some other projects coming up very shortly. So that's about me, and that's about how I became a managing director.
Good. Well, how did your company react to support the hotels and owning companies during this pandemic situation? What was the focus of the brand during the lockdown?
So as you said, right, that's a challenging year that we went through, unprecedented. I think our industry is one job out of 10 globally. So obviously quite a big hit affected by the restriction, the lockdown, the social distancing. So very clearly, the very first focus for us has been safety. Safety for our guests, safety for our team. So I would say that our reaction was really around 3 strategic pillars. The first one, as I said, priority safety. The second one was about protecting the business, protecting our hotels and our thousands of owners across the world. And then the third part was around making sure already we are preparing a strong recovery plan as demand will come back. So we just need to make sure we will recover quickly. Just to give a few illustration of what I'm saying, we developed what we call our IHG Clean Promise. That was a really science-led protocol to make sure we clean the rooms, the public areas, we train our team. So that was a big focus there. The second part was about supporting our owners. So we applied some temporary fees reductions. We also delay some payment, just really making sure as a business partner, we help our owners through the crisis. And on the guest perspective, everything that was about flexibility and really making sure the client could still book, but be able to cancel if the situation was changing very quickly. And another point that we did is really trying to influence as much as we could in the industry, in the government, just to make sure we take the right decision for the industry and for the sector. Because at the end of the day, we strongly believe we need to give confidence for our guests to travel. And that's really about a 360 answer to the problem, from the airport experience, the traveling experience, and all the touristic sector working together to give this confidence to the customer to travel again.
Okay, how is company ensuring this at hotel level, and how you do communicate to potential guests to this feeling of security? Any best practice that you could share with our viewers?
Yes, of course. We spend a lot of time, obviously, I said, we developed the protocol as well with really science behind. So we spend a lot of time to train our team. We had some central operation support in the market, operation support, just to make sure we do it right. The team are totally trained, aware of the importance of the cleanliness. we made it a brand standard, right? It was existing protocol already in some cases, but we just wanted to make sure 100% of the hotel globally would do exactly the same thing. So it became a brand standard with all the processes to make sure we monitor on a daily basis our cleanliness score, and we just take any corrective action if needed in some cases. So really close to our operation, up to our senior leaders, just making sure we can really have a safe stay in one of our IAG property. How we communicated, I think, yes, we made quite a noise in the press when we launched the protocol, and there was a lot of coverage around it. We do communicate, obviously, on our website, at check-in, explaining to the guests the new protocol that is in place, really reiterating this promise, if something is going wrong, that we would, of course, adjust it immediately. And then, obviously, it has been one of the anchor of our marketing campaign, Book with Confidence, Meet with Confidence, just making sure we really reinforce this and deliver this promising property. In terms of best practices, it's just about taking the full guest journey and really make sure every single point of contact, we reinforce any cleaning protocols. We are very clear in the social distancing in our hotels, or we limit the capacity, for example, of spa or lift. And again, depending on which country we are operating, obviously all the time in line with the local legislation.
Good. How is IAG being able to guarantee this trust of new and existing owning companies? What is the key for this success?
In terms of performance for the new hotels, just to make sure I understand the question, Diana.
Sorry?
Just to make sure I understand the question, to guarantee what to the owners?
Yes.
Right. Yes.
Okay.
I think you mentioned a bit about opening new hotels and the performance and guarantee as IAG to our owners, right? The return that from our hotels. I believe, first of all, I think we have strong brand, and we've been working so hard on developing our brands for years, and of course through the time. So I think whether you go for Voco, which is our latest conversion brand, whether you go to Holiday Inn and Holiday Inn Express family, which are brands, historical brand of the company, on which we continue to invest to make the brand relevant to the customer. We roll out the open lobby in Holiday Inn, the new generation of room in Holiday Inn Express, for example, and just making sure we are always relevant to the guest needs. And then also, of course, right, a lot of momentum in our luxury brands with the recent acquisition of Six Senses, Regent, Kimpton, and continue to strengthen our positioning as a leader in the luxury industry. So first of all, the strength of our brand. Second element, we have a big and powerful engine behind those brands in terms of commercial delivery, system delivery, distribution, global sales across the world, and obviously as well a very robust, one of the leading loyalty programs. So when you become a member of IAG, whether it's different brands, managed or franchise, you will really capitalize on this big commercial engine. So we are quite comfortable that we are very well placed in terms of recovery, and that we are providing strong support to our owners to be even better when we get out of the crisis.
Okay, what about existing independent hotels? Does your company have any solution to support these hotels to achieve better performance and success?
Yeah, it's very interesting you mentioned this point. I mean, first of all, we start to see an increase of the number of conversion, right? Where we used to sign a lot of new hotels, really we saw the shift into the conversion. So conversion is definitely something that is accelerating today. I mentioned very quickly in the previous question our Voco brand, which is really a brand we built for conversion. Of course, all of our brands can fit the purpose of conversion, but this one has been created for conversion. What does it mean? First of all, it's a brand with a bit of less brand standard. It's more about experience and moments, which means that for an independent hotel that wants to join the system, it's a bit less investment, but more about the way we're going to deliver the experience into the hotel. This conversion is about keeping the character and the personality of a single hotel, independent hotel, and putting behind a very robust commercial engine, as I just described before. So for the guests, it's really having this authenticity and personality of the hotel with the assurance behind of a big group. So yes, we already reached more than 50 Voco hotels across the world. I think that's one of the fastest growth in terms of IAG brand. We are on track to deliver 200 hotels in the coming years. And that would be a very quick return for the owners because we can convert quick. It's a less investment, so a much stronger return for our investors. So we really believe we are well placed with our conversion brands and our portfolio of brands to capture this opportunity in terms of conversion and supporting the independent hotels.
Okay. IHG has just announced a complete rebranding. What is the aim of this rebranding and why now? What is expected impact for hotels and owners?
Well, indeed, you're right. We are not IAG anymore. We are IAG Hotel and Resort. And this is our new master brand that we just launched recently. I think, as I said, right, we really want to remain relevant to the markets, to the customer needs. And I think our portfolio of brand has evolved quite significantly for the past few years. So we thought that it would really give a bit more visibility about what IAG is all about and really having more, a stronger communication and visibility on the different brands that we can offer. We changed our name that is supporting this. We changed the visual identity with a lot of research that say that the identity today is resonating a bit more with the new guest expectation and including maybe a younger target in terms of customers that will be obviously our guests for tomorrow. And then we introduced what we call the collection. So our brands now are organized through 4 key collections. The first one is luxury and lifestyle. That's where you will find Kimpton, InterContinental, Regent, for example, just to say a few of them. Then you have the premium brands, the essential brands, where you will have Holiday Inn, Holiday Inn Express, and the suite. So I think it gives us much stronger power when we market, when we want to push messages. And obviously that will benefit to the hotel to have those compelling stories about our brand. We did it now. We had it as a project for a while. And I think we were extremely conscious that we didn't want to add any cost to our owners. So we shifted already everything that we can do virtually. And then progressively, you will see the brand identity rolling out across the full hotels. So I think it was a relevant move, a lot of clarity on the purpose and what we are providing. And of course, will benefit to all our hotels.
Okay, well, development of technology for hospitality business has been a trend for the past few years, and with increasing impact nowadays, especially for the development that allow clients to reduce the contact with hotel staff, such as remote case or contactless check-in. Which technology project is IAG developing and its partners to improve hotels' performance?
Yes, we've been working on technology for many years. I think we're one of the first global reservation system many decades ago. So technology has been always in the heart of our development. You're right. I mean, as we're going through the crisis, the sanitary crisis, we had to accelerate some of the initiatives we had on the shelves. Also, obviously, it's about reducing the contacts through the guest journey. So we are currently rolling out our online check-in solution, online checkout solution, which is already in place in around 4,000 hotels across the world. But we also worked on solution to allow hybrid meetings. We know that at least in the coming months and maybe a couple of years, that there could be a bit of a change of how the meetings will be held. So we want to make sure we come up with the right technology to develop this hybrid meeting technology. Then obviously we continue to focus on our reservation engine and our application, where we want to make sure we are as seamless as possible and adding services when we can. And there's another piece in terms of technology improvement that we are doing is everything which is related to the guest experience within the hotel. So I mentioned the application. So through the application, we will develop additional services such as a guest in your room, you can order some elements of services from the hotel, you can pay with your points. So really continue to integrate within our application all the guest experience and solutions that will enhance the guest journey and the guest experience.
Okay, another trend in the business and becoming considerably more important moving forward is responsibility business. How is IHG addressing any best practice that can be shared with our viewers?
Yes, of course. I think I spoke a bit about development, right? We signed 1 hotel per day last year, so we continue to grow. But it's very clear that in our agenda, we want to focus on how we grow, right? And the impact that we're going to have growing our presence across the world. So I think we just announced a few weeks ago what we call our journey to tomorrow. And what it means is it's really about big commitments from IHG in terms of operating responsibly and growing responsibly the business. This plan is around 5 key areas. The first one is about our people, right? We want just to make sure to put our people in the center of everything that we are doing, increasing our culture within the company about responsibility, empowering our colleagues, attracting new talent, but also really making sure we continue to focus on diversity on our leadership, gender balance, where we really have clear ambition to correct any imbalance we may have. So about our people, the second part is about our communities, right? The communities where we are operating. We just want to make sure as we grow and operate that we take care of the community around us. So we are proposing and offering, for example, trainings. We just want to be part of the solution of improving social and economic situation in the communities where we operate. So a big focus on this. We will also support, we have program in place in case we have disasters in the place where we are operated with special fund that we can allocate to support the communities. And we've been extremely active, especially during the pandemic, about food bank and just making sure we can support also those in difficulties. The third piece is around protecting the world and our planet. So we do have specific targets per hotel that we are monitoring on a monthly basis, just to make sure we continue to reduce our energy consumption and carbon footprint. We do have commitment at IHG level, but also individually in every single hotel, just making sure we continue to develop green solution within our hotels. We are focusing on reducing the waste with technology as well and making sure we decrease our impact on the environment through the waste. And obviously in some part of the world where we operate, a big focus on water consumption as well, and some specific project that will be developed across those countries, just to make sure we are part of the solution. So a bold change and a big ambition from IHG in terms of the impact and operating responsibly. And that's interesting you asked the question. We did a survey with 10,000 people and asked a few questions around this. 82% of them said that it was very important in their choice, the way the company or the hotel is operating, right? So I think 85% of those people would choose a company that's really focused on responsibility and responsible business. And they were even saying 31% would spend more, right, for with those companies that really operate responsibly. So that's clear. There is a trend. There is there is a big trend. It will not change. It will not go backwards. And I think that's important as big company. We put the environment and responsibility as the top of our agenda.
Okay, good. Do you want to share any more idea, our viewers? With
No, I mean, I think again, as I started, I think our industry is going through a difficult moment. It's not, easy every single day. We have to take tough decisions. We thought that the start of 2021 would be a bit more promising, but then we start to see a bit of delay. Vaccine is definitely something that will help us. What I want to say is that as IAG, we are convinced that people will travel again. Our industry has been growing for a decade. I think the key pillars are there, right? Whether it's population increasing, income increasing, accessibility to travel increasing, and it will not change. So our industry may be slightly different in the coming years, but I think it will be still what it was before in big majority. So I think we need to have confidence. We need to work together as tourist industry just to make sure we give confidence to our travelers. And I'm telling you, I mean, they are just looking forward to jump on a plane, in a train, and really spend time in our hotels. So we need to resist, we need to keep it up, but I think our industry is resilient, and we will know better time, hopefully very soon.
it's true. Well, Eric, thank you. That's it.
Thank you, Diana, and hope your audience will appreciate those words and the full content of the program. Thank you very much.
Okay. Have a nice day.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you. Good job.